Hello, I'm Eve.
And I'm Luna.
Thank you for meeting us at the spot. Here on Watched Wednesday, we're going to talk about season 3, episodes 6 through 10 of Friends.
We got our notes, we got our drinks, so let's get started. Episode 6, 2 minutes 35 seconds. On our last episode, we mentioned how Matthew Perry in a mustache doesn't look half bad. I can't say the same about him and his goatee.
The way he walked into, like, notice me.
Yeah. he knew what he was doing, waving that thing around.
Waving it around. He looked, I just thought real quick, Iron Man.
Iron Man. That goatee's okay. That one's okay.
Yeah.
Matthew.
It's not on Chandler,
Not
though.
on Chandler. Sorry.
So the flashback of them in the girls' apartment has so much more plants now that Phoebe's living there. You know what I mean?
Yes, I noticed that
Because I was
too.
like, something looks different. I like it, but what is it? And I was like, oh, look, there's so many plants. Oh my God, there's so many plants.
Okay, is it just me, or did the apartment look better when Phoebe lived there than when?
With, yeah.
Okay, even like the table and the chairs, I like that better.
Uh-huh.
Like I always saw like Monica's old lady decor, and I would think, oh, it's because her grandma left her that apartment. But seeing
Yeah.
how it could have been, like how it was before, like after
It
her
looked
grandma and
nice.
everything, it's like, no, that's just Monica's choice to have old lady furniture.
Well, because to us, it's old lady.
Yeah.
But to them, it was the thing to have.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
It was like what night is the 90s.
Yeah.
It was the 90s, but their decor was like 80s.
That's true. That's true.
So
I gotta give them some slack. But still, when she was with Phoebe, it was nicer.
it looked better. And I liked how they had their little routine, like Monica was cleaning and Phoebe was watering the plants, and it's like,
yeah, it felt more homey. Sorry,
it did.
Rachel. It's true. 5 minutes 46 seconds. Don't get me wrong. I love Central Perk and the whole coffee house vibe, but I kind of wish it had stayed a bar, or that they had at least had more bar-like scenes where they go to a bar and drink and hang out. You know, I like that. It was more chill. I don't know, like in a different way.
I liked it too.
Right?
I liked it too.
I would have loved to have seen them all together, because right there they were not really together. Everyone was kind of separate. Yeah. But I would have loved to have seen them all together in a bar, like drinking and...
Yeah, and it's like them sitting at the coffee house, you know, it's cool, whatever, but at a bar you could not only drink and get buzzed, but you could also like play pool, you know, because there was a pool table there.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere just seemed more... And plus, I guess now they hung out during the day for the coffee place, and at night they would hang out at the bar.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
When I first saw that part, I was like, why are they closing it? What are they gonna put there? I was all dumb. And they're like, the coffee place, and I was like, oh yeah.
I knew it looked familiar. Episode 7, 50 seconds in. At the coffee house, Ross is telling yet another dinosaur story, and we get a small view on what everyone is thinking while they space out. This is where it becomes clear Phoebe is not only a witch, but a mind reader. Joey is singing a song in his head, and Phoebe's inner monologue asks, who's singing? And also, I may be wrong, but this is the first time we hear about Gunther's major crush on Rachel.
Yeah, like you could kind of hint, like get the hints that he, you know, likes her, but now he's like...
Yeah, now it's been said. It's like, it's out there. Said. Yeah. Yeah. It's not up for... And then, like, you could see him looking at Ross in other scenes, just, like staring at him with anger. And what was it that he asked for? He's like, do you have a pen or something? He's like, Oh no, he's like, do you have any more napkins? And he's like you don't have everything already.
I like when later Ross is like, "Hi, Gunther," and he's like, "Yeah, we'll see." I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like
what the
what?
fuck does
What?
that mean?
He's ready to throw hands for Rachel.
At at 8 minutes 36 seconds, they set the scene up so good so that they wouldn't see the wrong bed coming in. Like Joey and Phoebe were gonna fight,
Yeah.
and then he gets punched in the nose. And I was like, I wonder where this is going, you know? And then they brought in the bed, and I was like, that was pretty good.
That was really good. And you know what? They never resolve it. Like, you never get to see, like, case closed on the whole bed situation. Because everything just kind of goes sideways when, you know, Joey sees Janice.
Oh, yeah.
But you never get to see this get resolved and Monica get her bed. You just have to, like, think in your head, okay, she got her bed.
She got her bed. Yeah, because at the very end, Chandler's playing in the bed. He's, like, pretending it's a real car. And he's like, hey. But after that, like, episodes later, it should show her room, and she doesn't have a car bed. That would have been funny if they kept that in.
Yeah, that would have been funny. If it's not a new bed, why is the plastic covering still on it? I have nightmares. 1 minute 58 seconds. Everyone is gathered around watching Happy Days. Ross asks, when you guys were kids and you played Happy Days, who were you? Did you ever play that with your siblings? Where you were like, I am this one. Or, which one are you? Or
yes.
Yes?
Like if we watched maybe Seventh Heaven or something, or even the Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm so and so, and you be this, and then even with movies too, like okay, you be the bad guy, and I'll be the good guy.
Yeah.
I never got to play the good guy. I was always the bad guy.
Friend.
It's okay, yeah.
Well, who are you, like, usually for Powerpuff Girls?
I like Bubbles because she's just, like, cute. I don't know.
Personality.
Like little, yeah.
Bubbles annoyed me.
And then when she got mad, she got mad.
Yeah, she did.
She was scary.
I was more like Buttercup.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, isn't that funny? Like those little games that you make up as a kid. It's like, I'm this one, I'm that one. And then like you fight over a character and it's like, what?
It's like, no, me, because I'm more of this person. It's
yeah, exactly. And I don't know why. See, when back then I was more like, I'm more Buttercup, right? And now that I'm older, I'm just like, I'm more Blossom. Because she was like, she would, you know, she was a smart one. She would read and stuff. And not saying that I'm smart, you guys. Relax. Don't come for me.
She'd be more level-headed. Like, no, we got to do it like this, you guys.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's wrong if you do it the other way.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Episode 8, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Joey saw Janice kissing her ex-husband. And Ross asked Joey, how are you going to tell Chandler? Joey says he thinks it's best to not. To not. And Rachel says you need to tell him. What are your thoughts on this?
I would tell him.
Yeah. Okay, so I had a friend in high school who got cheated on. And I knew about it. And the thing is, I knew both friends. So I knew the boyfriend and I knew the girlfriend. I knew both of them. I told her about it, and I ended up losing both of their friendships, which is fine. I was fine with losing his friendship because he cheated. Aww. So it's just kind of like, you know, it stayed with me. It's like, is that the right thing to do? Like, because then I had people tell me, because I was like, you know, kind of bummed about it, and they'd be like, well, why'd you tell her? Like, it's none of your business to tell her. Like, why are you, like, that's your fault. And it's like, but that's, like, the right thing to do, you know? Like, I'd want to know. Yeah. I wouldn't care the source of it. I'd be thankful for the knowledge.
It is a very thin line. It's hard to figure out. Like, with that would be hard to figure out. With Janice and Chandler, yeah, it's hard because I would maybe hint some things. Like, hey, you know, like, just just be careful with them. They kind of give me this vibe or whatever, so that they could have the lookout to start seeing things instead of telling them like, hey, I saw them cheating on you, so you better go tell them, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, just give them take away their rose-covered goggles or whatever they're called.
Glasses.
And then have them have them kind of like open their eyes a little bit to see the hints.
Yeah.
And then leave it from there. Because then, like, you put the person on the spot, and it's like, well, now you know, so now I have to do something about it because you know. But if you knew and I knew, but we didn't, like, confront it together, then the other person doesn't have the burden, I guess, to be like, okay, I have to do something about it. They could be like, you know what, I'm just going to give him another chance, whatever, I'll let it.
Yeah. 8 minutes, 55 seconds. Ben says the phrase, Monica Bang. And I can't help but think it's another clue for the future of Monica's character because it sounds like Monica Bing. And in this episode, Chandler and Janice split as well.
Yeah. I didn't think about
when
that.
When I first heard it, that's what I heard is too. Monica Bing. That's what I heard. Oh. That's what I heard. Monica Bing. But he was saying Monica Bang.
Oh my god. That's a good one. That could be like a subtle one. Mm-hmm. Also, the flashbacks too, when they were hugging and
like that was.
But nothing happened.
Yeah,
there's like a subtle hint.
Yeah, and I mean that was the question
getting us
too.
Ready for it.
That was the question too. Is have any of you ever almost? Mm-hmm. But of course, Chandler.
But they never almost.
Of course, Chandler had to get a little awkward and be like, "No, it's cotton." Yeah, it's like.
But they were genuine. They're genuinely like friends. Mm-hmm. And that's how you can base really good relationships, like romantic relationships, off of being friends. Friend? Just kidding.
I can't feel your towels from over here, friend.
I'll send them to you. You were right.
This is cotton.
14 minutes, 53 seconds. Chandler asked Joey what he would do in Chandler's situation with Janice. And when Joey says to bow out, Chandler turns around holding the dart and Joey drops to the floor so
fast.
And he's like, oh.
That was instinct. That was fast.
That was, oh my god, dude, that was so hilarious.
Just immediately.
But yeah, and like Joey was pretty smart on that one to give him that advice to be like bow out because they have a kid, like let them try to figure it out and all that stuff. Poor Chandler.
That was literally my next note.
For real?
Was literally that part about Joey just coming through again with that wisdom, that unexpected wisdom.
You and me.
You were like this.
But yeah, it was a good advice.
Yeah. Good for you, Joey. He's smart. He needs to get more credit. And that's the thing about this show. Does. It's like you can't just watch it once. I mean, you can, right? But if you like it, watch it more than once. You'll see that you will look at these characters differently every single time. Like, sometimes, like when I first saw it, I was so blind to everything, and I loved Ross throughout the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then you watch it, like, for the third time. More. Yeah, you watch it more, and it's like, Ross, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when I watched it the first time, I was like, Ross, right? Yeah. The way I was, and then the first episode think we did.
That Joey's not the smartest and stuff, but
but he is.
He is.
And then the second time I watched it, I was like, you know what? I paid a lot of attention to Ross. In this one, I'm just going to focus on Joey. So that's what I did the whole season.
Just such a sweetheart.
Watch Joey.
Such a sweetheart.
And then the third time I watched it, I was like, all right, now watch Chandler. So I think for each one, I watched each character.
Yeah.
So I watched it a lot.
You watched it through. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I watched it when it first aired, so I watched it a lot too.
You
Yeah,
did?
I watched it.
Oh,
Like on the little
wow.
TV.
Oh, so you had
And then the little
to wait for
reruns.
the shows. You had to wait for each. Oh, I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
friend.
It's okay. I didn't always have TV privileges, so I would miss out a lot of the episodes, which sucked, but whatever.
I didn't start the show until I was 21, I think.
Wow.
I started watching it. Mm-hmm.
That would have been different.
Yeah.
I mean, I
'Cause
kind
I
of grew up
remember-
watching it. Like reruns and
I
reruns and
remember
everything.
seeing it on the TV. I would be at my cousin's house and she would have it on, and I was just like, that's boring. I don't want to watch that. That's boring. And then like years would pass, and then like I would hear some adults like doing the whole like Ross when he like cusses somebody out in his own little hand language.
Yeah.
And then this one too.
I was thinking about that last
chicken, I don't know
night.
what to say. Yeah, like that. Now when I started watching it, I was like, oh, that's what they were saying. That's why they did that. I never understood what the heck. But as an adult, like when I'm 21, I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance. Let me see it.
Yeah.
And boy, did I see it.
Oh yeah. That's wild. I'm trying to think about what it would have been like for me to watch it, like as an adult. Because they're all adults. It's an adult show. I don't know what the hell I was doing watching it as as like an 11-year-old or whatever. I don't even know how old I was, but I don't know what the hell I was doing. But I enjoyed it.
Who gave me the remote?
Who did this?
I like the part where they're all leaving. It's like later in the seasons, but they're all leaving to, I guess, Ross's wedding, and I think Rachel is giving each one of them a kiss goodbye, but she gives each one a kiss goodbye on their lips as they're all leaving. And I was like, oh, I want that.
She did?
I mean, not to always kiss my friends on the lips, but she kisses, I think Monica, Phoebe, I'm not sure. I think she was pregnant at the time. She kisses all the boys, Joey, Chandler, and plus Ross is already gone.
Yeah.
But she kisses all of them on the lips. And I was like, oh
my God. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God,
that's
so
close
sweet. That they would.
That...
And it was not like sexual. It was not like.
It's just like
anything
take
like
care.
that.
I love you.
Yeah, it's like pure like love. And I was like, oh, I want that.
That's so cute. Yeah.
We are sad people.
Yeah.
And you have our pity. At 16 minutes 52 seconds, Jennifer Aniston breaks character when Ross confronts Monica.
Yes. She's like covering herself. She like turns around.
She's like, at first I was like, is she in character? But she's in character when she's like looking down and she's looking at Monica like, oh, I'm sorry, like I ratted on you. But then when Ross says something about it, it's like it just fell out of his head. Like she turns real quick and she buries her face, and I think that was her breaking character. Because she does it a lot.
She had to hide. She did good though, like pretending to be busy in the background.
And I think Courtney Cox also almost broke whenever Ross started like, and then he started limping around like this, and he starts going in a circle.
Yeah.
You see Courtney.
Yeah.
Or Monica, you see her kind of like
real quick,
smile, and then she's like, oh my God, I broke your son, or something like that. But I was like,
the way she ran, it was like she had to get out of there too. She was like, I have to go. I'm gonna start laughing. I think it's also just the way that David Schwimmer, like does the whole thing and does his little limp and.
Oh my God, it's just funny. He's a good actor in that sense. Like he's funny, but his character sucks.
His character does in fact suck. Episode 9, 5 seconds in. I love Phoebe's choker and her earring combo.
Mm-hmm.
You never see chokers like that anymore. Like it was pretty thick, and it was like a lattice type choker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really liked it, and it almost looks
It
like
looked really
homemade.
cool. Or like she
Like
probably,
all the little
yeah, she
beads
could have
and
made it.
stuff. I noticed that
Yeah.
about her
Oh, you know
jewelry.
what? Yeah, I think she might make some jewelry herself because it was a big thing back in the 90s to make your own like jewelry and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. So, in general, with the football game, with Joey and Chandler competing to see who gets the girl, right? Like, they're giving off some good steam. Like, I was like, oh my God, they're hot. But, but the hottest part was the girls
Mm-hmm.
because it was just the best. Like, they were funny, they were sexy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, Rachel, like, she's just back there.
Poor Rachel.
Something poops on her head, and then she goes and she gets a what is it?
Pretzel.
A pretzel.
I went real
And
long.
And then with este Phoebe flashing them, and then
Phoebe.
she she pulls out her arm, and fucking Chandler like gets hit by her arm, and he's like flat out on the floor.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, this is our last huddle." Like she's.
I loved that whole football scene.
Yeah.
And I love when they go in the huddle and she's like, "So what do you really think about about Chandler?" I was gonna say Ross, but yeah. Oh my God.
And then Monica, when she's like, "Let go, I'm just a little tiny woman." Like what?
Like she's not super feisty and shit.
Yeah. I like how she tackled Chandler though.
She like took
that was
him
badass
down.
She went for
Yeah,
it.
she did. She went for it.
That you don't say that.
Yeah, then she walks away all cool. I was like, okay. And Chandler's like, what the hell just happened? This little woman just tackled me.
Just a tiny. What are you doing, Monica? What? I just tapped him and he fell over. She's such a liar, dude. To get her way. Oh, plus later on too, when she was rubbing herself with the Vicks rub.
Mm-hmm. She plays dirty. She
time.
plays dirty.
She does.
Freaking Monica. So 4 minutes 53 seconds. They're all getting ready to play football, and they're splitting their teams. Who would you pick for your team?
I would get if I bunnied up first, I'd pick Monica. Yeah.
You'd get Monica?
I pick Monica. I'd get the girls.
You'd make it like a girls'
maybe
team?
Joey.
A girls' team
yeah,
and
maybe Joey, just because the way that they tried to like hold him back, all three of them, all three girls, and he was still like, I was like, oh shit.
That was hot.
He could pull.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I would get Monica, Joey, and Ross. Just because Ross has like those big shoulders and it's football.
I would get Monica, Joey, and Phoebe.
Yeah. I thought about Phoebe Monica, too. I was like, Phoebe's feisty.
Phoebe will, yeah.
You'd be like my bitches.
She used to live on the streets. She's like, oh my God, when she was held at gunpoint. With her friend.
Yeah. Fancy seeing you here.
Stabby Steve. What was his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Stabby Joe. I don't know.
We'll just go with that.
I don't know.
It's not his real government name, so it's fine. We'll just pretend. It was Stabby Joe.
Stabby Joe.
11 minutes, 50 seconds. We see the Geller Cup. That was used as a prize for whoever won touch football that year. It's a troll doll nailed to a 2x4. What would your Geller Cup be? What is something like...
I don't know.
Like, I don't know, that you would think back, like, family-wise when you were younger.
As a kid?
Yeah. You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Mine would have been the Selena doll. We had the Selena. we had the Selena doll, and oh my gosh, it was like this big whole thing about it.
I think because my mom would like to like paint a lot of stuff because she made some mugs and all that. But she liked for us to like get rocks, to pick a rock, a big one, and then to paint the rock. So I think that's what it would have been, a big rock.
A big rock. Ooh. Oh, and like with the names like written on it.
Yeah, because she would do like, we'd do googly eyes, and then you'd paint the mouth or whatever, the hair.
That's
and
such
just,
a fun
like,
little project. I love that. That's so cute.
Throw that into the lake and try to find it.
I thought you were gonna say crochet that in a pillow. A rock. I'm just thinking about like SpongeBob where he's like, "It's not a boulder, it's a rock," and he's like crying.
All sad. Yeah. Oh my god, SpongeBob. Episode 10, 19 minutes 43 seconds. When Phoebe walks in the girl's apartment, she's surprised by all the trees. And it's so adorable. It's like all her friends got all the trees to save them.
Yeah.
Because, so they could have a purpose. And, she just felt the love.
Yeah, I love that.
I like that.
That was my note too.
Oh, shit. I smacked this thing up.
I wrote, like, throughout this episode, Phoebe tries her best to help Christmas trees fulfill their destiny, but no one wants to buy the old ones, and she feels defeated. To cheer her up, Monica and Joey bring them to her apartment. So sweet. Like, I mean...
It was cute. I liked it.
That's literally the only note we have for that last episode, and it's the only note worth writing for us.
Yeah. It's just a weird combination with the relationship. I know there's nothing to it, but it was just...
Yeah.
It didn't feel right.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Ross.
God damn it, Ross.
Damn it, Ross. Chingao, Ross. But, yeah, I thought that was so sweet. Like, as neurotic as they think that she is, and even though they don't agree with her or whatever, like, they think she's, like, doing too much, whatever, they still do what they can.
They did too much to, like, make her happy. I liked it.
And you know how Monica is about her apartment? Like,
yes,
that's a big deal. Like, yeah, and so once again, we see the apartment full of plants because of Phoebe.
Full of plants because of Phoebe,
yeah.
Oh,
Phoebe's such a treasure. I guess when we're watching it back this time, we're focusing on Phoebe.
Yeah, right?
I feel like that's what's happening.
I was just thinking back to, like, when they were eating pizza in their pajamas, and I don't even have a plug.
I don't even have a plug.
The beginning. Yeah. Next time on Watched Wednesday, here at the Spot, we'll talk about episodes 11 through 15 of Friends.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.